Hello Pisces, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they're feeling and thinking about you currently. Wow, okay, came right out. We have here a very strong spiritual connection, Pisces. Your person of interest definitely feels this. We also have a peekaboo card here. Feelings and emotions. That is side by side. All right, so this could be someone that you've met, somebody that you've had a relationship with. This could be in the past, could be current. There is a lack of communication, however. Also, for others of you, this could be a situationship or someone that you've met, and you know that there's a whole lot of energy there, a lot of chemistry, but no one's really speaking up. For those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. Ooh. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have. I said ooh because I saw my third party card pop out. Not what I was expecting. Oh, heavens. Yikes, Pisces, what is going on? Oh dear. It's very rare to get such negative cards. Now I could tell you this is your person of interest. It's not you, but for some of you, this could be resonating. This could also be your own energy, your feelings and emotions. The reason why, it's because you actually do have the mystery card, and I interpret that as the spiritual card. So many of you are mirroring your person of interest. You are mirroring certain things that are happening in this connection. What I see here, a little dark and dreary, are some cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A lot, right? And this is, of course, like I said, this represents your person of interest. But because of the intensity of these cards, it could definitely be yourself as well. First card's the strongest. We have here mystery, followed by feelings and emotions, selfhood, mothering, betrayal, illusion, illness, wellness. After that, we have shape-shifting. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, we have wild woman. Okay, this is a very interesting reading. First card, the strongest. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Pisces, I overindulged to the point where I got bored. And you may be wondering, am I even interested in you at all? I took you for granted. I did not value you. I do realize that there's a reason why you and I have met. This could be a spiritual reason. For some reason, I feel this pull towards you. And no matter where I go, no matter what I do, something happens and I always end up thinking about you. What I have experienced, what I have seen, is that this entire time, I question the heavens. Why is it that you are in my life? Why now? Why not before? Why not long ago? Are we supposed to be together? Are we meant to be together? I don't know, but I do know that when I'm alone, sometimes I can smell your scent. And I can feel your presence in the room even though you're not there. It's a very odd kind of feeling, but it is comforting, and for some reason I do feel this familiar feeling with you. I feel as if I've known you. As if I've known you from before. I feel as if I do know you. I also know that in this connection, there's a sense of feelings and emotions. For me, I go through the darkest tunnels in my life, and you are that torch that burns bright and you guide me home. Pisces, sometimes there's this fragrance, and I know around me everything smells good, everything feels good, knowing that you're there. Sometimes this connection has been deemed as forbidden, and a forbidden fruit. I'll still take the risk. I feel that this connection is very, very sweet. And I need a little bit of sweetness in my life, even if it comes with a risk. I have feelings and emotions for you. When you're happy, I'm happy. And when you're sad, my world falls apart. I don't know what to do. Because of the things that I have said and done, I have realized, Pisces, that I've changed you. I did not intentionally change you. I didn't want to change you. But because of the things that I have said and done, it was inevitable. I now know that the things that I have done, yes, it has hurt you. I can't really do much about it, though. I see you as guarded. You are very self-sufficient, self-reliant, independent. You don't need me. You don't need anybody. You're doing things on your own now. But my issue is I feel intimidated because I feel I've lost you. I'm no longer relevant. And you are guarded. You don't just jump into anything now. Unfortunately, it changed. That feeling of spontaneity that existed inside of you, now you are cautious. I also know that I've betrayed somebody who was so nurturing, caring, loving, and protecting. You have given me, and you do give me, unconditional love, and I have taken you for granted. You thought you knew me, and it turns out, no, you never really knew me at all. In this connection, there has been a sense of betrayal. Now there's a lack of faith, there's a lack of trust. I thought I knew you, I thought I could predict you. But I was wrong. Instead, you thought that you knew me. You thought that you could predict me. And the truth is, no, you couldn't. It's as if I was a complete stranger this entire time. It's as if you didn't even know me. I also know that in this connection, there's a sense of illusion. This illusion, I hide behind a false mask. I hide behind a veil. I do not show you my weakness. You are my weakness. But I don't want to show you that. I want to act and appear emotionally detached. Emotionally detached. and I show you that I'm emotionally detached when it comes to feelings and emotions. Yes, a part of me wants to be with you, but I am unable to be. There's certain things that weigh me down below the surface, and I am unable to make it to the top. I just can't. I try, but it doesn't happen. There is a feeling of hopelessness, despair, devastation, even depression. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to move on. There is trauma, emotional trauma, a certain set of circumstances that I am involved in. They surround me, I'm encompassed. But my issue is that I cannot let go of the burdens, the restrictions, constraints, responsibilities. This is a part of who I am. And these circumstances govern my life. This is why I can't change. Because I have other things going on. All of these circumstances restrict me from being with you the way that you would like me to be. Things haunt me, they weigh me down, they bring me down. And I know that in this connection, no matter where I go, no matter what path I follow, my mind is always towards you. This is as if the time, energy, and effort you deserve, I have not been able to give to you because of someone else, because of something else. Overall, I do realize that I have not been truthful. I have said things and I've regretted what I've said. You thought you could trust me, but now in this connection there has been deceit, deception, suspicion. Trying to get away with something without telling you. Betrayal, lies, lies and betrayal. I see that over time there is this lack of faith and a lack of trust in who I am. And this is because I have not been truthful. I have been sneaky. Sneaky behavior. Trying to do things behind the scenes. Trying to be that person who can act in one way, but behind the scenes do something else. Overall, Pisces, even though there is this feeling of hopelessness and the realization of the brutal betrayal, the heartbreaking sorrow, pain, suffering that I put you through, I still feel that there is a very, very strong spiritual connection. We've had history together. And I also know that from the bottom of my heart, there are a lot of feelings and emotions that I have for you. But the problem is, I have certain things that are restricting me from being with you the way that you would like me to, the way that you need me. All right. Pisces. We have here a situation where there's a realization that even though there has been betrayal, even though there is your person of interest hiding, they're not really doing much, they're not really expressing themselves to you, the one thing I see here is that they do want to connect with you. But what I don't see is them actually doing something about the lies, the betrayal, the treachery, the sneaky behavior. They are stuck. This could be a third-party situation, but they are actually stuck in a certain set of circumstances. They can't change that. This is a part of their life. It's a part of who they are. All right, let's have a look. Okay, I have here the Lover's Path Tarot. Okay, so this deck I like to read in the reverse, and I also go a little bit back in time. In this connection, things were going great at some point. Everything was going uphill, but then something changed. And everything started to go downhill. And you're wondering, what happened? For some of you, this could be for some of you that never received the closure that you deserved, the closure that you really needed. This could be for some of you where you feel and you know this person abandoned you. They faded over time. They ghosted you. And the communication is just hardly there. Let's have a look. So some of you may feel that perhaps this was a fault of your own. Usually that is not the case. Sometimes I see it's a them problem. It's not a you problem. Okay? So we have here the 8 of Staves followed by the 2 of Cups. Let's have a look. The 8 of Staves. Now this talks about waiting too long for communication. The card suggests perhaps it's time to take the initiative to create waves of communication. Your person of interest back then was waiting for you to make the first move. They were being very passive-aggressive. There was a lack of energetic movement. Unknown information should have been released. That finally made sense, but it was not. They were waiting too long for communication. They were not taking initiative. This talks about a lack of quickness, a lack of suddenness, a lack of energetic movement. No movement, no release, no sudden communication. This person basically did not want to communicate with you in the sense that they didn't want to be the person who's initiating. They wanted you to be initiating. Now the problem here is, Pisces, even if you did, I don't see this person mentally being prepared to be in a long-term committed connection with you, even if you had. So don't be crying over spilled milk. Don't think that in the past, if I would have reached out, things would have been okay. Because this person thinks it could have been okay, but the truth is, typically I've seen it's not. You may think that they are ready, and you may know that you are ready, but if they act as if they're ready, even if you reach out to them, they may acknowledge. Sometimes they ignore the message, sometimes they acknowledge it, but then nothing goes beyond that. It just stays at that. Okay, so now I communicated, now what's next? So I definitely see here some hesitation. Communication has been a problem, and I do see that as an issue here. All right, 2 of Cups. Now this is a really interesting card, but we are reading in the reverse. The 2 of Cups, it talks about infatuation, overindulging in sensuality for the sake of the emotional high. So it talks about a lack of harmony, partnership, love. This could have been an attraction that could have become more of an important relationship or a friendship or even a love relationship. So it talks about infatuation and overindulging. Now, I think I did feel that, and I might have expressed that in the first set of cards that we had, where there was a sense of overindulgence to the point where this person got bored. Pisces, I'm actually seeing somebody who, and I'm sorry to say this, but who didn't seem 100%, or let's say 110% dedicated to this connection. There was something here that was not, I'm seeing like the word mature, but it's not that they were not mature. They didn't have it in them. If you hear a whisper, don't worry, that's me. They didn't have it in them. So their mindset actually was very different from yours. What you wanted versus what they wanted, it was not on the same page. It may have seemed like that on the surface, but when you got to the nitty-gritty and when you got really into, this connection and into the details, there was a lot of uniqueness. There was a lot of difference. So this is something that I'm seeing as a problem. All right, I have here the Beginner's Tarot. So let's have a look. Hopefully we could see any actions, any plans, any intentions your person of interest may have. This is so interesting. This is amazing. You got the Hermit card here. This is exactly what you needed, what anybody needs. Then you have the Strength card followed by the 8 of Pentacles. This is amazing. Goodness me. Pisces, this is very interesting. You guys have quite an array of cards here. So first card's the strongest, okay? You have here Hermit. So the Hermit card for me talks about how your person of interest has hit rock bottom. They wanted to find a solution to the problem, but they could not find the solution. So now they are contemplating, they are thinking about certain things. And in this connection, they have forced themselves into loneliness, forcing oneself into isolation. Why? So that they can regain balance in the everyday world, but they can only do that if they keep their distance from everyone, basically be a hermit. This person wants to gain more wisdom. They want to understand the situation better, but they don't want to rush into anything. I also see here after that wisdom comes to them, they are going to gain the courage and the strength to reach out to you and to be with you the way that you would like them to be. This is amazing that you transition from the Hermit and you gain that wisdom. So that wisdom would be in between these two. But after you gain that wisdom, boom, we have here courage and strength. We also have here the 8 of Pentacles. So this does show me that your person of interest is going to try to learn how to connect in this connection with you. This could literally be a strategy, a plan, an idea. However, this also sometimes shows me that for some of you, not all of you, for some of you, this shows me that your person of interest is intimidated by you. And that could be because of the selfhood card that you had earlier. But the intimidation here talks about how they want to be better than what they are right now, whatever they do right now. This is bettering themselves, vocational training, having some type of a course, having some type of education that will increase their earning potential. So they are wanting to have movement. They are wanting to move forward and develop certain things and grow certain things. But that kind of stuff, guys, takes time. I eventually see something here happening where there's going to be an aha moment of realization. And this realization, this person may feel, comes a little too late. But it's better late than never, right? They realize that there's certain things, or they will realize that there's certain things that are beyond their control. Certain things that they should be looking into and not ignoring. We have here also the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands does talk about how in this connection your person of interest finds you utterly irresistible, very sexy. What I also see here is how in this connection your person of interest feels that you are a great potential partner. Now, the first time I've noticed this, I've noticed we have here the sunflower. And with that, I'm seeing being very loyal. From you, they see loyalty. I've actually never interpreted this card in this way. A piece of this card is what it's showing me. That wherever this person goes, that is where you go. Meaning the sun goes this way, and as the sunflower, wherever the sun is, it will go, right? That's what I'm seeing here, that this person sees that you are very, not only spiritual, but also very loyal. The word loyal. And like I said, I've never interpreted it like that before, but I do see that here now, at this moment at least, and there's a reason why that must have happened. Also, I do see them looking and viewing you as if you're somebody who is, you have a lot of energy, you'll have a lot of, I'm getting here, heat, but they also like that fiery side. They also feel that spiritual side. And when they feel that sort of spiritual part in this connection, they do feel that there's a lot that they can learn from you, but they feel like you know them. They don't even have to say certain things sometimes, and you just understand what's on their mind. This is the part that they can't get, and they can't feel this with anybody else. This is why they really, really cherish you. And this is why they actually want to make the time to heal and learn certain things. Why do I do the things that I do? How could I have treated Pisces this way? I mean, there was betrayal, right? There was lies, there was deceit, there was deception, there was suspicion. And this person is now wondering, guys, this is a beautiful card, okay? This is like a 10 out of 10 card. I always love having this because it does show me that there's transformation. Your person of interest now is changing. Why? Because they've realized what they did was crappy. And for the longest time, they may not have had the courage or the wisdom to come up, to reach out, to talk. They didn't have the courage, but soon they will. It's a beautiful card. I love it. And I like the fact that it's the progress right there. You could see it. Now, they may not give you the amount of time, energy, and effort that you want because I do see them being busy. But something is going to happen here where they're going to want to connect with you at some point in time. Do I see it in any of these cards right now? No. No, I don't. But I do see the intention. I do see that plan. This person's formulating a plan right now. I do see, however, that they need to fix, quote, fix themselves first before they reach out to you. And remember, I've said this many times before, and maybe I should make a video on this on my other channel. We can't fix people. We can try, but there's no use. Your individual has to fix themselves, okay? They have to know what resources there are. You can always be there to support them, to give them love. Love equals growth and prosperity. Love is always good. However, we cannot find those excuses in love. We can't just keep forgiving. If this person has some type of an issue, it is very important that that issue be resolved, because whether they are with you, whether they're with someone else, the issues will still come up, right? This is why it's important, if there's any unresolved issues, that those be resolved, and now would be the time. With that Hermit card, when they are thinking about this, this is the cross watcher, right? They're going to be thinking about this stuff. But what I'm suggesting here is not for you to overindulge in the situation where you're always there for them 24/7. You need to have your own life. You also need to show them that they need to put in that effort, and that is actually really good because you do have that card, right? 8 of Pentacles. They are going to put in the effort. This time they have to come up with something. It's not always going to just be you trying to make things work, trying to make things happen, okay? Let's choose a new direction, all right? I have here Archangel answer cards. Just going to do a quick prayer. Interesting. Okay. So we have here messages from Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. So we have here, listen to your intuition, followed by wait. After that, we have communicate clearly. There is something better. Ask for help from others. After that, we have success with an exclamation mark. I always love that card. And then we have yes. Okay. These are really nice cards, guys. Very sweet. We have a nice message here. So these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. Okay. First card is the strongest. Listen to your intuition. So certain things are going to occur. This is advice. Certain things are going to occur down the road for you. And it's important that you pay attention to your gut instinct, okay? What your heart says, what your higher self says. Through the experiences and any mistakes that you have made, make the right choice, make the right decision. Whatever comes to you intuitively, listen to it. Don't dismiss it. We also have here, at some point in time, you will be able to communicate with your person of interest, and like it says here, communicate clearly. So this I sometimes talk about being the I method. You can start off the conversation by saying, I feel, ... I think, ... I believe, ... Okay, so it's the I method because it's less aggressive. It lets your person of interest talk more, simply because you're just voicing your opinion. You're not forcing something onto this person, right? You're gonna have to be kind of careful with this individual as they come back into your life at some point in time. We do have here a waiting period though, so you are going to have to wait. So I did go here and then I jumped back here. You are going to have to wait. Now, whatever's going to happen, the situation will improve, the overall arching theme, but here we do have, how is it going to improve? Because there's something better than the situation that you're in right now. So what I'm seeing is that certain things may have happened, but over time, things have changed. They have in fact improved. So here it does talk about there's something better. Now, 2 scenarios sometimes come out of this card I've seen. Either one, there's something better than the situation that you're stuck in right now. So you may think that this is the best that it can ever get, okay? No, it can get better. And 2, instead of there is something better, there is someone better. I know. Someone better than this person, and it's hard for you to even think. Now, some of you are going to have an approach. 2 people may approach you, or just this one person. But I do see something coming up. We also have your ask for help from others. There's no harm in asking. This could be your friends, your family members, people that you trust, people that you are aware of that actually genuinely love you and they're not jealous in any sort of way. So do ask for help from others. And of course, we have here success, the overall arching theme. We have, yes, this situation will improve. This is very, very positive, Pisces. at the end of the day, what I'm seeing here is good things are going to come to you. Eventually, I do see that. But waiting, doing things in a very strategic manner is going to be important. So what I'm seeing here is eventually you're going to communicate with this person, but what's important first is to ask for help from others. Get some advice from people that may have gone through something similar. Now, this doesn't have to be just people face to face, okay? This could be like reading a book, having a look at what somebody's written in a blog regarding relationships, having a look at some videos. This could even include some of my videos on my channel, Asnointia Audio, on YouTube. The videos are absolutely free. Relationship-related advice is what is connected to right now, what I'm seeing here. I do have some on relationships. Have a look at those videos. So it does say here, ask for help from others. Whatever you receive, you will intuitively be able to make that choice, to take that action. But like it says, even if you get information from other sources, other people, it is important that you listen to your own intuition. That's what will make you proceed further in a very positive way. The situation will improve over time. Guys, that is your reading. It's a 10 out of 10. I like it. It is good. It is good. There's some changes here, though. Your person of interest does have certain things that they have to work on, but it's not impossible. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. I do read the comments and I do try to reply back as much as I can. And I do appreciate you guys sharing your stories. Please do share your stories. Feel free to do that. And sometimes what I do also is with that content, I create informational videos on my other channel, Asnointia Audio. The link is below. That is on YouTube. The videos are absolutely free. And there you will find some videos on relationship-related advice, past life and spiritual connections. And I also have one on negative energies. What and who are negative energies? How to recognize and remove such things from your life. So when it comes to relationship-related advice, there's many scenarios that can pop up in your life. And I do have the type of scenarios and the type of advice. It is all based on feelings and emotions that I can sense from people. A lot of the videos, the helpful videos that we have out there, they're great, but they don't do what I do. I go into the nitty-gritty and I look at the why and the reason. So I look at the feelings and emotions of that person. And on average, you will notice around the world, people that go through the same things, the stories are all the same. I do these readings so I could see that trend and that pattern. And that's why I decided to create not only that channel, but specifically those type of videos based on relationships. So I'd recommend for some of you, if you are having a hard time, just have a look at some of the videos, some of the descriptions, and you'll see maybe something can be helpful in some sort of way, I hope. Also, for those of you that are interested in love readings, yes, I do have availability right now. And please do keep in mind, it does take me a little bit of time getting back to you. I do have my typical day job like all of us have. And of course, it does take me some time to schedule all of this throughout the month. So the one I have available right now, the website's below, the link you can see below, and it's www.asnointia.com. Go to the rates and packages section. There you will see one that I have on past lives and spiritual connections. I also have one on love, and that is a PDF plus an audio recording that I provide, a gift to you. And also I have one on negative energies. What and who are negative energies? I have a look at remotely in your home, around your aura, and inside of your body. I tell you what you have, how many you have, and I'm also able to teach you how to get rid of those things. A very simple method that I've created, and that is the Holy Light package. Sorry, that is actually not the Holy Light package. That is the Chakra Checkup package. That comes with a reading, but if you want the very simple package, very basic, that's the Holy Light package that comes without a reading. And I do have some that don't have readings, meaning they are all self-help guides. So have a look at that. The majority of it is to help you get rid of negative energies, different type of scenarios. That's why I have those self-help guides. And when I'm talking about negative energies, I'm literally talking about jinns, demons, evil spirits. Okay? It sounds spooky, but it's not hard to get rid of the way I have my methods. And I do only use the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. That's it. With the help of Archangel Michael in heaven. That's it. They're real, and this stuff works. If you feel that somebody has done black magic, voodoo, hexes, witchcraft, curses, anything like that, evil eye, this package, the Chakra Checkup package, gets rid of that too. If you feel that your home is creepy and haunted in a way, or if you feel that you have sleep paralysis, or see weird things, or experience the supernatural and it's scaring you, this package will also help you harmonize all of that and get rid of all of that from your life. So it's a very beautiful package that I've created. I know I'm boasting about it myself, but it's sad I had to go through so many things through like 2.5 decades, but now I'm good. And since I have this method that I've created, I can share it with you guys too now. And it's not as pricey as you would ever see from like voodoo masters or pundits or peers or all those shaman. I've been there. Damn expensive. Yep, not good. Anyway, guys, so have a look at the website if you feel that one of the descriptions is, suitable to you. And I highly recommend that you read the description before you place an order. That way you know exactly what to expect when you receive it. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Please do like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you all again. Take care. Stay safe. Bye now.